Good evening, good evening. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Just Sarah, back with another. Yes, another. Am I the asshole? Child. Um, I think I'm gonna do a couple different So there's the Am I the asshole? But then there's like how do I explain it? Like statements or searching for people's opinions or confessions or there's all different kind. So I think I want to dibble and dabble in some of those other. Oh, come on! What the hell did I do? Come on! It'd be nice if I knew how to work my own damn. All right, let's go to the first one. You know what? Okay, let's try this one. So this is child. Oh, let me come on camera. If you're in the clouds, drop down and say hello. I don't bite. I promise I don't. Hey, I'm in brown. I'm here listening while I battle up my hair. Oh, child, I need the oil. I've been sitting here patting all damn day. I need to order some. Anywho, all right, y'all ready for this? Now, y'all know, disclaimer, y'all know I only go off of the titles and cross my fingers. I ain't gotta cuss a bitch out. So, am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop having kids when she is poor? I got it, Almond. Let me read that again. Am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop having kids when she is poor? I'm a refrain. I'm a refrain from any comments until I read this. My sister, 43 female, is a single mother to 4 kids. She recently announced her fifth child. I don't know of the father, never met him, but I knew I was annoyed. So 43 on her way to 5 kids. My sister lives low. She may be having a lot of kids and is poor, but you're illiterate. My sister lives low income, so having multiple kids is too much money in this economy. I have 3 kids myself, but I work a good job to provide for them. My sister and I went no contact due to personal reasons, made my life a living hell, but still wants my help. This is her second time getting in contact with me. I blocked her number and changed it before she was able to get it. Half of the family doesn't mess with her after what she did to me, and I'm happy about that. So, is it really about her being poor, or I'm gonna write a little note on my hand that says "Shut up, Sarah." So when I go like this, it'll be like "Shut up, Sarah." Um, the conversation was her on the phone telling me that she needs help with the kids because the father doesn't help or pay child support. The man she is currently with is a junkie and violent to her, and sometimes the kids if he is upset. She didn't say good morning or anything. She just jumped right into her own conversation. She asked me if her kids can stay with me, and I know so fast. I'm assuming she means I said no so fast. I don't want her boys anywhere near my daughters. They're wild. Why I say this is because my sister's oldest son, 16 male, went around schools touching touching girls inappropriately, and went into the girl's bathroom, but my sister didn't do a thing and defended her son. That's why half of my family doesn't talk to my sister because she doesn't take accountability. So everyone moves away from her. Her son also talked about my daughter's body. They are not allowed over here. But I told her there was nothing for me to do and she should figure it out because she needs to stop having kids when she knows she's poor. She didn't like this and said I was bragging and didn't like to help. I love to help, just not for her. So, about paragraph 2, I asked the question, was this really about her being poor or was this about something else? And it's very clear to me now that this is not about her being poor. This is about the way she parents or lack thereof parenting, her choices in men or lack thereof having a man. Because never once did you say that she's unemployed, she's a bum, she refuses to get a job. Um, all you said was that she lived in low income housing, that her kids are wild, that she has the fifth baby daddy is a junkie who's potentially violent, and that her 16-year-old has a touching problem. But really, nowhere in there did you say that she doesn't like to work, that she only works at McDonald's, that she can't hold a job. None of that stated any of that. And let me tell you, you can have a pretty decent job and have 5 kids and still be able to live in low income housing. Just just the FYI. Like you can have a pretty decent income, have 5 kids, and be able to get food stamps because the economy is so fucked up. She's not wrong at all. She's a junkie having babies with a junkie. She should stop having babies. Living in low income housing shows that she's making bare minimum. Right, but like I said, I'm around with 5 kids. She could still be making like 50 grand, which is kind of still bare minimum, but she could be making a decent amount. But when there's 6 people living off that one income, you know, everything you name is a reason for her not to have more. Right. I don't think that she should have more kids. Don't get me wrong. But again, my stance is that is she saying that she shouldn't have more kids because she's poor, or is it that she shouldn't have more kids because she's a shitty mom? That she makes poor decisions with men? That she's not a, you know, she makes excuses for her inappropriate son? Like to me, the title should have said something like, am I the asshole for telling my sister that I will not care for her children when they are sexually inappropriate and wild? Like that's what the title should be, in my opinion. Her being poor really had nothing. That wasn't all that. That was like this much of the story. She has a son that touches other kids inappropriate. No other kids should be around him. She shouldn't have more because she is a poor mom. Right, but not. But see, that wasn't the title. Not that she's a poor mom. It's that she's poor. That was the title. When she is poor. Well, maybe okay. Maybe she meant a poor mother. I don't know. She made it sound like because the first thing she got into was my sister lives in low income housing, so having multiple kids is too much money in this economy. So I kind of felt like she meant that she was financially poor, even though she sounds mentally poor, like she doesn't make the right decisions. She needs to get help for her and her son. Yes, the title says. Oh, okay. Just to make sure. But yeah, she definitely needs to get help for not just her son, for all her children. Especially if her current baby daddy is a junkie and is abusive. She doesn't need just need help for her touchy feely child. She really needs help for all of her children. Let's be realistic here. It's not just the one that's a problem. It's more than likely all of them. And at 43, you're not going to mature anymore, unfortunately. You're as an adult's going to get at age 43. But I also feel like the fact that I feel like at some point you being the person who wrote this letter and the other family members really kind of were enablers. Like you had to get to a point where you were finally like, I blocked her and changed my number, and all the rest of the family don't fuck with her. Like I kind of feel like y'all enabled her until a certain point until you got tired, even though you knew all along that she was fucked up. But once you got tired of her fucked upness, or you got tired of bailing her out, y'all all enabled her. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be right. More than likely, I'm right. But anyway, all right, let's do. All right. So, remember I said there are, am I the assholes? There's people looking for opinions, there's people looking for advice. So, this one is a discussion topic that I thought would be a good one. Again, just by the title. But the title is, how do I unfuck myself? I am lost and overwhelmed. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to laugh at you. I really didn't mean to laugh at you. But the title blew me. So it says, hello, folks. Be blunt, be honest, criticize, cuss, but give advice. Myself, 20 male, soon to be 21. So, and this is in all caps, I have fucked up and put myself in a miserable situation. I'm a fuck up financially, physically, mentally, and socially. Barely have any money to my name, am fat as a watermelon. Mental health is down the drain, and social life doesn't exist. I'm going to stop right there for a second. So he's almost 21, which means that 4 years ago, I'm going to leave him at 20 for right now. 4 years ago, that made him 16, which made him either a sophomore or a junior, depending upon, time of year and all that shit you're born. So prime high school time, he was faced with the pandemic. And I, as a parent and an aunt who had to deal with a child that was online because of the pandemic, and as an aunt who was caring for a nephew who had to start K5 in the pandemic, so online. I know what a disservice it was. I know how hard it was to socialize, how, a lot of people became very closed in, very antisocial, gained weight, all these things. So I feel that part of part of, and I'm not saying it's 95% of his problem. I'm not saying it's 25% of his problem. I'm just thinking that part of his problem is the fact that during his prime high school years, he was secluded to a computer. Didn't have any friends or outside activities. Yes, the title says. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, I don't have a degree, I don't have a job, and I don't have any savings. I recently moved in with my parents, and they barely interact with me. Poor baby. 20-year-old, that's still a baby. And I'll be the first to say, I got my damn college degree at 30. Like, I graduated when I was 30. So there's always time to go back to school. You don't have a job. Okay, you're 20. You're a baby. You don't have a savings. Now, at 20, did I have a job and savings? Yes, but that's neither here nor there. It's okay. Like, don't, I feel like he's putting so much of the weight on his shoulders when it's really not necessary at this age. Um, I used to go to university, but dropped out in first year itself to scale my business. I used to go to university, but dropped out in the first year to scale my business, I guess. Started my business just before starting university. Business was creating low latency models for fund managers. I have no clue what that is. I ran it successfully for 2 years. God forbid, got wind up in an insurance lawsuit, and eventually everything came crashing down, resulting in immediate liquidation. I had to liquidate overnight, and it was the worst night of my life. Pathetic. Only good thing is that I am not in any debt. Fast forward to today. I am 20 without any degree, job, and savings. I will be starting a degree this year, September 2024, in mathematics. I'll be 21 when I start. Since the business failure, I have slipped into depression and am very overwhelmed by everything. I tend to overthink everything and regret the past so much. Not a typo. So comes twice because regret is high. I will complete my bachelor's at 24 and master's at 25. I feel I am extremely behind and my peers are already graduating this year. I literally do not know what to do. The overwhelming thoughts blind me and completely hijack me. On top of my parents, on top of that, my parents keep taunting me every day, saying I failed at this, I failed at that, and so on and so forth. Advise me, what should I do? Am I doomed? Am I a failure? I am lost. I am not suicidal. I just fucked up. So, exactly that last paragraph, I almost said all that at paragraph 3. I knew that it was his parents. Sounds like he has parents that were very hard on him. Absolutely, right. I felt like that should have been that to me. That popped in my mind right away. The fact that he kept repeating the same thing that he's only 20, he doesn't have a job, he doesn't have a savings, he doesn't have an education. Baby, calm down. Obviously, you're smart. You said you had a very successful business for 2 years, which didn't call for you to have a degree, and you were able to run it successfully. I just think that if you go into a high risk job like that, you need to make sure that you have certain insurance or coverage or whatever you want to call it, so that if the shit comes tumbling down, you don't come tumbling down. That you don't lose everything in 24 hours. Anybody that goes to get their master's in mathematics is pretty smart, in my opinion. Am I a numbers girl? I am. Don't tell nobody. But math and numbers isn't for everybody. I think you'll be okay. I think your parents are weighing very heavily on you. And sometimes as parents, we do that. We do it because we want what's best for our children. We want them to be successful. We want them to be educated. We want them to have a savings. We want them to have a house, a car, a job. Like, but at some point, as a parent, we also need to pull back a little bit and see when our children are very overwhelmed and are, like he said he wasn't in a good place financially, physically, mentally, and socially. So it's not like he has friends that he could just go have a beer. Hell, he's not even old enough to go have a beer. Jesus. But, he doesn't have friends that he can fall back on, go hang out with. Seems like really all he has is the parents. And he really just needs to step back, take a deep breath, and know that everything really will be okay. He's young, he's very young. Yeah, he'll be fine. Absolutely. If you haven't already, can you make sure to hit the like button? I greatly appreciate it and share if you care because we are on our road to 500 subscribers. If I got to do this shit by myself. Okay. So for the young man, I wish him well. I think he'll be fine. He sounds like a smart kid and maybe just doesn't have the support of his parents or they're just nagging him. So he'll be all right. You'll be all right. And I might just go ahead and respond. We'll see. We'll see. Um, am I the asshole? Beef sector edition. Am I the asshole for thinking that I should have won the impersonation contest? How you do impersonations with an avatar? I don't know. I didn't get it, but that's okay. I think I did great. I won third place, but if you win an honorable mention, you're pretty much lost. Let's keep it a buck. I got the same. I got the same that Honest Row got, or the same that Jay Dunn got. I lost at the end of the day. So am I the asshole for thinking that I should win? Absolutely fucking not. You're amazing, Sarah. You're the best. You were the funniest. You gave it everything when they didn't give it nothing but this. That's all they gave. You gave face, baby, body. Oh, I just had to be silly for a minute. Nope, you're not the asshole. I think you should have won too. Thank you. Second place is the first loser. So there's that. Right. So I was the loser of the loser. Child. You know, I said a while ago, a few months ago, that if it came down to the audience being the judge, that I probably wouldn't participate again. And so maybe I misunderstood how judging was going to go. Because if I would have known that the audience was going to be the judge, I probably would not have participated. As funny as I thought I was, I would not have participated. Because face it, everybody has their faves. Like I've said before, if I was a fave, I'd be at 1K in 5 minutes. That's just how it goes. Rodney wanted subscribers just so he could post on his community wall. And while I'm talking shit, while I'm talking shit, and he has 764 subscribers. And all he wanted was a community wall. But that's neither here nor there. Rodney's journey is not my journey. I rather grow organically. I hope that you see me, that you love me, that you want to know if you're there. So, because let's face it, I can be an asshole. And that's why I want everybody to love me. I still think you did awesome. You shocked me with your impersonation. Well, and I had two others. And so when other people were like, kept coming up and doing more and more, and I was like, dang, I could go do this and I could go do that. But it's like, it was a little different for me because that would require outfit changes and wig changes. And let me tell you, have you ever gotten a comb stuck in one of your locks? A wig comb stuck in one of your locks? No, you haven't. That shit hurts. Fucking shit hurts. So I decided not to do anybody else, and then maybe I would save it for another future time and date. Um, I felt like it wasn't malicious, and I hope that Brooke didn't take it that way because by no means was I trying to be malicious. I literally had made myself some French fries and chicken strips and was eating them like as it had started and was like, oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, how can I make this more Brooke? How can I spin this? Because I'm not good with like voices and things like that. But how could I spin this to make it someone else without having the voice? And so there were the chicken nuggets and the French fries and the boobs and the orange hair, and it just all came together. I think you should do more and just make yourself more visible in other places you get what's due to you organically. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. And I think I might start, excuse me, I think I might start taking pieces of these and putting them over on my TikTok and saying, come over here. But anywho, all right. That is it. I'm just going to do, I think, just those two for tonight and call it a day. If you have some, am I the asshole? Like, if you want to know, hey, am I the asshole? You can email me. I think I'm going to stick with just one email address. I had a whole brain freeze. Did y'all see it? This light is bright as hell. That's why I keep like, uh, and I still typed it wrong. Maybe. Damn it, y'all know it's .com. Damn it. But if you think you're the asshole, you want to know, you want my opinion, you want the chat's opinion to know if you are the asshole, send me a letter. I'll keep it anonymous, honey. But trust me, You might get the stick. Where's the stick? I keep everything like right in arm's reach. You might get the stick. You might get me swinging these hands. But just know that it's all out of love. It's all out of love. Again, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Share if you care. I greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to donate to the channel, I greatly appreciate that too. It's over here, Sarah. It's $War10 Creates. Other than that, we're out of here. I hope you all have a blessed rest of your Tuesday night. I love you to pieces. And there ain't a motherfucking thing that you can do about it. It ain't. I promise you, it ain't. Until next time, bye.